I come from a very close family, very close. You are my family. I'm your brother. My home will always be open to you. Where I live, I just get the sense of the story of Ruth and Naomi. Where you go, I will go. And I say this, your family is my family. I'm your brother, and I love you. And I say, I'm Yeshaya. The people of Israel, they live, and not only live, but flourish and lead the world in many areas, fulfilling your calling of being a light to the nations. As Genesis 12 says, you will be a blessing to the nations, and the nations are blessed if we bless you, and cursed if we curse you. My wife Barbara and I have been working for Jewish-Gentile reconciliation since 1995, and shortly after, we founded the Center of International Reconciliation and Peace. And we have been to Israel 12 times. That is my home, even though I was born here in Australia. Israel is my home. In 2017, we founded the Indigenous Friends of Israel to counter the false assertions that Israel is a colonial settler apartheid state. We declare Jews are indigenous to Israel. They are worldwide the First Nations people, worldwide. Even before the indigenous people of Australia. So we declare Jews are indigenous to Israel and have been there 4,000 years since the time of Abraham. The Muslim Arabs conquered Jerusalem about 640 AD. So in 1948, Jews decolonized Israel from many empires that had ruled and dispersed it over the centuries. But there has always been a Jewish remnant in Israel. Tonight we celebrate the UN Resolution 181 that gave international recognition to the Jewish state, which especially is important today context of the legitimization of Israel by the pro-Palestinian supporters and the left. It is a deceptive narrative that says Israel is made up of white oppressors of indigenous Palestinians who are people of color. Israel is made up of Jews of many colors and is the only democracy in the Middle East with Arabs in the Knesset, legal systems and professions, etc. And the many times that I've been to Israel and to the Knesset and all parts of the land, I remember a conference we hosted in Sydney at the Opera House in 2006, and it was during the Lebanese-Israel war, and the Lebanese were demonstrating outside our conference. We took all our conference to the Great Synagogue to a service for Gilad Shalit, who was a prisoner at that time. We were friends with the Israel Consul General Evi Ben Netanyahu and aided our security clearance to attend, we took our whole conference in two halves to the Sydney Jewish Museum as well to educate them about the Holocaust. We saw the families of Israel hostages of Hamas at Parliament House in Canberra yesterday. So we were there and heard their moving stories, and I was privileged to speak at a pro-Israel rally in Brisbane recently. We ran a 10-year campaign for the Australian government to apologise for its Evian decision in 1938 not to open the door more widely to Jewish refugees fleeing the Holocaust. Former Foreign Minister Kevin Rudd did that at Yad Vashem in December 2010, and we were there for that event. We are happy that after the war, Australia took more Holocaust survivors per capita than any other nation except Israel. To bring Jews and Arab Christians together, we hosted Sons of Abraham conferences here in Sydney in 2015 and Jerusalem in 2017 with Jewish and Christian Palestinian speakers. We have also been privileged to speak at Courage to Care events in Sydney and to bring it to schools in Cairns where we live. And Barbara launched her book on Holocaust issues at the Sydney Jewish Museum and the Melbourne Holocaust Centre. In closing, I want to release a blessing of Psalms 133. How pleasant it is for brothers and sisters to dwell together in unity. And I am reminded of Isaiah 66 verse 8. Who has heard such a thing? Who has seen such things? Shall the earth be made to bring forth in one day? Or shall a nation be born at once? For as soon as Zion travailed, she brought forth her children. Ben-Gurion noted in 1948 that Israel was born again in a day on the 14th of May, 1948. Also, we named our congregation in Cairns the Tabernacle of David. And the prophet Amos said in 9:11, and I believe in your hearing there today, I will restore David's fallen tent. I will repair its broken walls and restore its ruins, and will build it as it used to be. And in Amos 9:15, I will plant Israel in their own land, never again to be uprooted from the land I have given them, saith the Lord your God.